Hey everyone, it's me again. And again, those who don't like what's happening in this kind of video can click away and unsub. Let's get started. Dear Usagi, yes, I am gonna be looking like as if I'm speaking to Usagi. It's 28th March. It's Thursday, and it's 11:50. Right now, it's 22 degrees outside. It's been 4 days ever since the whole thing has happened. And what has been happening? Am I getting any better? Well, no. I was supposed to be awake tomorrow, go to college, and give myself lots of calm musics, along with some other sad songs from the Library of Sailor Moon and other songs. Hell, I've even begun to listen to Rainy Day Man from the DICOST. You know, the one dub that I have swore to not touch it. Guess I have another dub to look forward to. Because guess everything has its own pros and cons. Or maybe I'm just a huge Sailor Moon fan at this point, accepting everything that comes out of it. And maybe when I watch the live action rendition, I'm going to accept it as well. Who knows? Oh well, doesn't matter. So, instead of me going to college, I literally gave in to my lazy side and my sleepiness. Because I've been staying up for a long time until the Fajr, just to pray. Because you see, it's been probably quite a tradition in this kind of holy month, Ramadan, in our country, that you could pretty much stay up until you have your dinner and, pray the Fajr, which is unhealthy and not so good. And it's quite fucked up. So I went on and slept, and I didn't even get to dream about anything Sailor Moon related. But instead, it's just more nightmares that keeps regenerating out of this whole thing. Not only this, but sometimes I was keeping myself up to make my own Sailor Moon style dreams. And again, it's just me having all lovey-dovey stupid moments in my head. Yeah. With who? Not gonna even bother explaining, because after all, it's a dream that will never come true, at least in my life. So, how did the day go? Well, still more of me getting more split personalities, just getting more depressed than ever. Not to mention more of me hugging the pillow, imagining it was you, Usagi. And I get it. I may sound like a damn creep, but I swear I'm not a creep. I'm just a guy who needs someone like you in my world. 'Cause my world is fucked up. That's to shorten things up. And, well, the day just went pretty average until we had our lunch and everything was fine. Or what was supposed to be fine, it went into shit. Because you see, I was preparing myself to go down the streets and have a little walk around them, since it was a decent weather. And before I even went for a walk, I've been forced to talk to my dad in a goddamn video call with him. And he was like how do you do? And I know that kind of tone is not pleasant. And I replied with the same thing, as in, I'm still alive. And instead of him just, freezing or just anything, he literally gave out the dumbest excuse that I could have ever heard in my entire life. That's not how, that's not how you talk to your dad. You need to stop speaking to me like this. And there are rules of speaking. Like, fuck off with your goddamn rules of speaking. I'm fucking depressed, you fuckhead. As if you don't even know already. But then again, it's not like he didn't care. And he just dismissed me as if I was literally some kind of a fucking garbage. And guess what? I went down to the street, already pissed, and already been shouting all around. And was I getting any better? No, I wasn't. Because I was just walking around, talking to myself, and shouting to myself. And especially shouting to you, as if you were existing with me. Because, you're a mental image. But not mainly you. It was mainly Ray in my head. Yes, I was imagining as if Ray was talking to me. And I snapped at her. I know. I'm a fucking piece of shit hypocrite. Maybe that, or I'm just an asshole. So the walk went pretty normal. With my sorrows and anger and my hopelessness in life. I went down and sat at the street of my old school and sat onto it for a few hours. Then later on I decided to walk to another kind of block, which was also nearby me. And then later on I went back to a square that was also nearby my street. Sat onto the center of it for quite a while. And then went back home, continued eating my lunch because I haven't ate all of it in time. And just continued on watching a few random Sailor Moon moments. Not only this, but thankfully I've been role-playing with at least 2 people that were related to your universe. And well, thankfully enough, it was quite decent. A little banter here and there. And, well, here I am, making this little record. Oh, Usagi, if you can know how much I need you in my life. It's an absolute cruel world without you, or without at least a person that acts like you onto the whole entire world. Someone like you who can shine everyone's day with either just a smile, a hug, or a few encouraging words. You have no idea how much I want you around me, and how many days I've been imagining you as my lovely little sister that I've never had in my entire life. Yes, if we can't be lovers, then at least let us be siblings. The true siblings that actually care for each other. Oh, how I want to hold you so bad. To the point that I've been hugging my pillows, imagining as if it was you. And no, I don't even have a figurine. Or even a plushie. But I do have a figurine. Actually, two of them. But not you. Literally Haruka and Michiru. And those figurines aren't even mine. It's my sister. It's my, well, so-called sister's figurines that she used to own. She had completely forgotten about them before she dumped home. Yes, she completely ditched our home and went to some kind of a weirdly decent life. Is she doing okay? She's doing okay, alright. She's having it tough, but at least she is managing. Managing way, way, way much better than me. And I'm just here, contemplating about my life. Funny enough, if Ray wasn't real life, she would give me a huge mouthful. Just like how she was always used to give to you. But since that I'm a guy, boy, she wouldn't stop. She wouldn't stop give me a mouthful. A very hard one at that. Maybe Haruka would call me a pathetic weakling man. And that, I'm the reason why men shouldn't exist in the first place. And many other alternative things to say. I know what you might be thinking. I'm a bizarre person. But, I'm way too bizarre to live. Right now, before I made this thing, I was literally wondering, what the hell am I going to be doing in the first place? Aside of me just mopping around, crying for you, and hugging my pillow as if it was you. And, well, just, just having the worst time. And usually, and what's even worse, is that they expect me to be a full man who is quote-unquote supposed to take on responsibilities. But here's the thing. If a responsibility is me getting shouted at, to be berated and degraded, and to be made fun of for even my small efforts, for even existing in the fucking house, in the fucking country. If responsibility and being a man is to be a goddamn tank or a rock, inside and outside, to everything that comes to them, even insults and hurtful things, and on top of that, being absolutely alone, with no girlfriend or siblings or even a family member to support me, if literally that's how a man is gonna be like, then I'll fucking rather be a woman. Yeah, I'd rather be a woman. Sure, a life of a woman isn't that easy as well. It isn't all colors and rainbows and, everything free and all, but at least a woman instantly gets friends. A woman doesn't have to be fucking alone. And, well, at the very least, there isn't as much bullshit expectations that are need to be given by either genders. And hell, if I became a woman, I would be a fucking lesbian woman. A hard-on lesbian woman. Because I know what the hell men would do Yeah, I'm that, you know, I'm that hopeless about me being a guy. I just hate it. I just hate being a guy. I hate existing as a guy. Everything about men and masculinity in the first place, I fucking hate it. And the worst thing about this whole thing is that I can't even change it. I can't even change it. There is no HRT, there is no transgender kind of thing. And the worst thing of all, my religion is banning LGBTQ stuff. Yeah. I'm literally supposed to change to Christianity right now. But I can't even do that. Cause I'm born by this shit and I can't change it. I'm forced to stick as a goddamn Muslim. Listen to me talking about religion and all this bullshit. You might be either asleep or bored or even disgusted by this. And I understand. Because I'm a disgusting person that always existed as a disgusting person. Hard times are met with a good reward. Well, what was my reward for taking up all those hard times? For doing the very least that is supposed to be done? What was my reward for pressing on and doing my very best to stay sane, to not explode, to not try and literally murder or kill or explode something, or to even kill myself? What the hell was my reward? More hard times and more failures. And it's on this same fucking goddamn way. And much more worse goddamn berating and degrading from my parents. That isn't even the single goddamn, the simple degradation where you literally get a fucking test back and failed test at a primary school. Boy, do I wish that I can go back to school times. Literal school times. I wish that I can go back to those times. They were literally much simpler, much better, and much more convenient, and furthermore, it was much more sensical and more logical and way more meaningful than this piece of shit time called college. Well, Ami might say, just quit that shit. But, again, I'm gonna quit it. I'm gonna have to be forced to be in the army for 2 years, according to the laws of my country. And when I do that, I'm gonna have to search for a job. But then again, what kind of a job is going to take someone like me, who only had a high school senior certificate and no sign of any college degree? Yes, it needs a goddamn college degree. And as a matter of fact, everything needs a goddamn college degree. I know. Absolutely sad. And cruel. But I'm forced to stay like that. Well, and honestly, I was thinking that I would just drop everything. As a matter of fact, I was thinking that I would just drop the entire education and just throw myself to the army. And well, I wouldn't only lose my heart and my brain for you, but I'm gonna be also losing pretty much everything about me. And who knows? the mental pressures that I would get from the army, I would literally die because of it. Listen to me rambling about all this random bullshit. I bet that you didn't want to hear this. But I just need to write this or record this to you. As a matter of fact, you're the only one that I can depend on in this horrid goddamn time. 'Cause, once again, you're the only person that I have ever felt so needy for. Ever since my potential real-life girlfriend, that instead of me reciprocating her feelings and her nice actions towards me, I pushed her away and ruined not only her, but ruining myself in the process. And did I ever fix anything? No. I left it broken until she left, without apologizing or confessing my love. You know what's crazy about all this? I used to hate you and your anime when I was a kid. Well, only because of a mentality about masculine and feminine stuff. And any man who watches something like Sailor Moon or any of this, they would be just made fun of and embarrassed in front of an entire class. And who knows, they would maybe force a teacher to literally laugh and embarrass me like that. And honestly, I didn't even want that. So instead, I was stuck and been a slave to this kind of mentality ever since 2007 or whatsoever. Because yes, this kind of mentality, even in the DIC dub era, did exist back in my country. And I didn't even get a glimpse of what did your anime look like in Arabic until literally I've seen it in YouTube videos. And like by just seeing the opening and listening to it, I was cringed beyond belief. Not just it's because a different language from the origin whatsoever, but God, they didn't follow the lyrics, they didn't follow the beat, and most important of it all, in one of the thumbnails, I've seen them censoring the shit out of the transformations. Like it isn't even DIC level of censorship. Oh, what am I even doing? I'm now talking to you about other sides of your show. Of course you wouldn't want to hear any of this. Man. I might be very pathetic to you right now. And again, a creep. You know what, it's fine. 'Cause after all, I'm a 22-year-old guy who has deliberately lost himself to lots of stupid things. Lots of things that I shouldn't have lost myself into. But literally after entirely seeing your anime, especially the 90s era, you have no idea how hard I have cried. Especially at the very end of Stars. You have no idea how much I have felt lonely and absolutely empty without a person like you in the world, whether online or in real life in my life. And here I am again, craving for you like a baby who is craving for a toy. But it's more than just a toy. It's a mother that I have never had, and a sister and a friend that I've never had in my entire life. I even wonder if I'm gonna be able to stay thinking about you like this. I highly doubt it. My parents have their ways of making me lose face and lose love and all this. Damn it. Oh, Usagi. How I really crave for you. Like a baby who is craving a hug and a cuddle from their mother. Except that you as Serenity would be the definitive mother. You and Endymion. If I were to live with you both in the Silver Millennium, you would be great parents. And who knows, I'll be small ladies. Ideal big brother. Oh man, never felt like this ever since I finished watching all of it. Yep. People have moved on. People have made lots of good friends and lots of good times. And people have been successful. And you know what, Usagi? You're much more successful than I am nowadays. You've had your own klutzy moments and people were making fun of you, including me, back when I was watching the anime. You know what? You managed to pull it off. You became Sailor Moon. You turned out to be Princess Serenity, and later on to be Neo Queen Serenity. And, well, you had a boyfriend, and then became a wife in the Silver Millennium 33rd century. And who knows, maybe later on in other timelines, you were able to be smart and not at least as smart as Ami, but managed to actually pull great marks of the test. Even way better and bigger marks than I do nowadays. Well, that's enough yapping out of me. And you know, there might be something that I could do, but I really don't want to do it. Nor I have the energy or the mental energy or the mentality to do it. And as a matter of fact, I guess I don't really have any more mentality or interest to continue learning. Because if the only thing that I'm going to be learning is me failing over and over and over and over again, and the only things that I'm going to be winning are a bunch of video games that I can eventually download, and a bunch of new songs that I can eventually listen or make karaoke or acapellas about, a bunch of dumb mashups of Moonlight Densetsu, or a bunch of new foods that I'm going to be trying. Like, if the price am I going to be paying for it is me failing over and over and over again, and just being forced to redo those goddamn subjects like a goddamn failure, that's going to be the cost. That I don't fucking want it. It's no learning or any knowledge. It's a goddamn disrespectful way of life that I didn't want to have ever since the goddamn school times. Why? Because back at school, I sure failed to make my parents happy. But you know what? I was doing okay while doing it. while doing it. Why? Because I was actually passing all of them with no subject to be failing at it. No subject at all. Like, can you imagine that? And of course, not even my parents are appreciating this kind of thing. Nor they even wanted to bother to at least bring me back to the times when I used to be working so well at school. Oh, Usagi, I really need you. I really want you. I bet that Mamoru, if he read this, he would probably just dismiss it away. And, well, I can understand. I mean, not even my message, not even I am, any decent to have my message even reach it to you. But you gotta understand, I really need a person like you in this world. Someone like you to be my friend, or my sister, or my mother. You're just that perfect. And as a matter of fact, you may be even more perfect than almost every anime or every girl from whether a fighting game or any other type of video game. You're just that perfect, Usagi. I really hope I can see you in real life. Whether your personalities are inside a person, or whether in body and soul. I really can't. I'm really dying inside from knowing that you're not real. I really can't stand it. I love you so much, Usagi. And I really want to see you. Omae wo takishimete itai. Usagi. あなたをすぐなりたい。Sincerely, with love, Mahmoudiyab. A recent fan, but a hopeless and a craving fan.